Released in 2008, Infinite Undiscovery joined a growing list of Xbox 360 JRPG exclusives that included games like Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey. Developed by Tri-Ace, the same studio behind the Star Ocean series, and published by none other than Square Enix, the game certainly looked promising on paper, but as the old saying goes, you can't judge an RPG by its cover. The game tells the story of an Earth that has been shackled to the moon with great chains by the evil Dread Knight and his army, the Order of Chains. Once peaceful and happy lands have been transformed into places of darkness, fear and danger. You play as Capel, a young flute player who bears a striking resemblance to a man named Sigmund, the leader of the Liberation Force, and it's through a case of mistaken identity that Capel is thrust into the middle of this conflict between good and evil.
Get down!
Wow. Ow!
Lord Sigmund, have you been hurt?
No. Are you all right there?
Good evening.
You look like twins. Lord Sigmund.
Never mind. Thank you. You've done us a great service. I am Sigmund.
I'm Capel.
It's RPG storytelling 101 in many regards, and yet there's something striking about being able to look up at the sky and see the great chains reaching upwards towards the moon above you. The characters themselves are a likeable band of archers, swordsmen and summoners, following their fearless leader Sigmund the Knight. One disappointing element of the storytelling is that not all of the character dialogue is voiced, and the presence of voice acting can vary scene to scene. And on top of that, in the scenes that do have voice acting, it's clear that there was zero effort put into lip-syncing the dialogue with the characters' animations.
You did well.
My lord, you mustn't move! I'll have Eugene here in no time!
Don't trouble yourself. I know that this body can't be healed.
Despite all this though, the characters are genuinely engaging, and their interactions can be quirky and fun at times.
Hey, you're making him uncomfortable.
He looks pretty comfortable to me.
Capel, say something to her!
This, feels pretty nice.
Capel!
Graphically, the game looks good. The world map and environment can be a little dated looking at times, but the character models have a pleasing artistic design that looks as though it incorporates some small levels of cel shading. The game will have you ticking all of the usual JRPG boxes, like casting spells, buying weapons and armour, drinking potions and staying at inns to recover HP and magic points. The combat is where Infinite Undiscovery tries to set itself apart from other games in the genre, and this is where things start to go awry. All of the combat occurs in real time, and you'll control reluctant hero Capel as you run around and try to take down enemies combo by combo. Your companions essentially auto-battle alongside you, and though you do have the option to coordinate their special abilities and actions, the battles are just usually too chaotic for this to really be worth your while. In addition to this, there's a parry function that, in theory, allows you to deflect attacks, but I honestly found it impossible to try and pull this off amidst the multitude of enemies and companions hacking away at each other on screen. For me, the battles ultimately boil down to mashing the action buttons and stringing together the same combos over and over. It's messy, repetitive, and gives you no real sense that you're actually playing the game properly. Thankfully, your AI companions do a good job of keeping you healed, and taking down foes, which mercifully brings each battle to an end quite quickly. The game does find other reasons for you to make use of your allies' special powers outside of combat, like shooting fruit down from trees and blowing up barrels. In one particularly bizarre piece of game design, you'll make use of companion Rico's Penguin Parade ability to lure a snake to a door that requires the presence of a serpent in order to unlock it. Yeah. The game is full of these little oddities. One area had me crossing the world map while a dragon rained fireballs all around me for no particular reason. Another had me commandeering a catapult to break down a castle gate. And you'll need to keep your flute handy as certain songs can buff character stats or open secret passageways. The game really feels unique because of its quirky characters and inventive story, but unfortunately the combat really detracts from the overall experience and can border on unplayable at times. Despite all this, I genuinely enjoyed my time with Infinite Undiscovery, and its exclusivity to the Xbox 360 makes it something of a gaming novelty. I just think this is one game that is better left for the RPG enthusiasts and collectors.
It's gone!
Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another video from the Random Game Room.